fans, welcome to Championship Wrestling, where we already have a big fight feel in the air because in our main event, Jordan Cruz is putting the United Wrestling Network World Championship on the line against the core kid Javi in what promises to be a...
Farmer, you pencil neck geek, you keep the microphone here. Cameraman, you keep the camera pointed here if you both know what's good for you. Capiche? Last week, what we saw in that tag team match was a travesty of justice. My beautiful, my perfect, my 1 in a million Maximillion. He was taken off his feet for the very first time, Jack, and that's what everyone's been saying. EJ Sparks, he took Maximillion off his feet. EJ Sparks, he's the first man to take Maximillion off his feet. Stop nodding, Jack Farmer. Are you some type of foot freak? We don't care that he was taken off of his feet, because from where I stand, Maximillion still remains undefeated. Was he the one who was pinned? No, it was that tranquilo trout sniffer, Jose the Assassin. And when 1 in a million Maximillion finally gets his hands on EJ Sparks, one-on-one with the Heritage Championship up for grabs, he will prove to you and each and every single one of you watching at home why he is still undefeated, why he is still 1 in a million.
Championship Wrestling. We come to you from the Irvine Improv. Now, I'm being told that there is a convertible, get this, parked in the fire lane. It is blocking the back door. It is just running roughshod on our production. You know what that means?
What does it mean?
It means the Avantourage is here.
Well, if the Avantourage are here, then we are all blessed to be in the presence of a literal star. The television champion is here. That's what you're telling me. That's breaking news, Daddy.
Well, speaking of stars, we've got Javi making his United Wrestling Network debut. What a way to do it. With the title on the line, he takes on the world champion, Jordan Cruz. Championship up for grabs in our main event.
Yeah, Javi with a great resume at his young age. He goes up against a guy with an even better resume, as he is the United World Champion. Jordan Cruz versus Javi, a match I've been looking forward to all week.
What are those odoriferous emanations? It kind of smells bad in here, but it smelled worse, and that's because we've got one half of Gunk in action. Rob McKnight about to head to the ring.
Introducing first, from Hollywood, California, weighing 187 pounds, the key to your heart, the key to professional wrestling, Keita!
Keita, get right in your face here, and he's had the key to victory here in the past. He was a fixture in the United Wrestling Network years ago. Good to see him back and letting the fans know what he thinks of him. Showing off his assets, and he's got them when it comes to offense in the ring.
Exactly right. He can attack you from any angle. TK, Keita, formerly known as Keita Murray. A great young talent, a guy that I have gone to bat for behind the scenes. If you haven't seen him wrestle, he is very talented, and not only that, but one hell of an entertainer too. Keita's in Hollywood, baby.
Give him the Keita, the city.
And his opponent, from steel bars to train yards and all the way from Skid Row, weighing 210 pounds, he is one half of Gunk and the last true rock and roller, Rob McKnight!
And if I'm Rob McKnight, I'm fighting with a chip on my shoulder. He and Casanova Valentine had a signed contract for a world title matchup.
Whoa, look at that.
Why is everybody attacking McKnight from behind?
I mean, McKnight is not the kind of guy you want to anger and stir up. But Keita getting the advantage. And did you hear it, Bell? Is this thing official, TK?
Well, you got the official right in there. He's delivering a count, so I think we are off and running here in official capacity in this matchup. Reversal by McKnight, and Keita is so agile out the back door into the rear waistlock. What I was going to say, McKnight was laid out by 5150 up at Oxnard Levity Live. 5150, hold on, McKnight going for the cover. 5150 took over that title matchup with the Zaddies, won the titles, and McKnight, hold on, man, back and forth, both feverishly looking for the victory here early. Swing and a miss there by Keita.
Too much action for you to give this history lesson, TK. These guys are going at it.
I'm trying to get it in there. These guys don't allow you to just tell a story like Vince Scully would.
That's right. Well, we want to know, so tell us.
So it cost Gunk their tag team title opportunity. 5150 won the titles, and that's where we stand right now. 5150, the reigning tag team champion.
Well, I'm just interested to see how Rob McKnight can fare on his own in singles competition against really one of the most agile, one of the fastest guys. And, you know, Keita hasn't been here in Hollywood. Rob has, so there are stories on both sides. Keita certainly not with the home field advantage. Rob, as a singles fighter, and just, oh man, that's rough landing.
Keita using the ring as a weapon there. You know, he's given up size and strength in there with McKnight, but he's able to find a equalizer in that top turnbuckle. And look at this. Now, if they're both standing in the center of the ring, Keita isn't scooping him up for a slam, but he used that leverage there for that high impact move. Good stuff by Keita. He knows how to use a big man's size against him. Look at that jawbreaker. Oh my goodness. I think he used to call that the money clip. Or, you know, and then he had Royce think, I don't think Keita was going to argue with Royce over that.
No, it's not a good idea.
Royce Isaacs, of course, was a television champion and was in the first ever main event for the United Wrestling Network in the Irvine Improv when he took on Bateman for the television championship. Bateman will soon be back in United Wrestling Network action as well.
I heard that news. Bateman was making his comeback here into Hollywood, and man, if you haven't seen Bateman here in a while, you know, conspicuous by his absence, but anytime he's here, a dangerous foe for whoever's going to be fighting Bateman.
Keita is given a handful here and given the crowd an eyeful as well. But he's got to keep his eye on the prize. I mean, McKnight never met a fight he didn't like. I don't think Keita can afford to waste a lot of time in there.
Yeah, you know, tag team wrestling 2K, you get a little break every once in a while. You can go out and catch your wits. Rob has nobody but himself here. And he's just eating chops from Keita. Keita misses that one, though. Rob quick with the counter. Rob McKnight firing off on Keita.
Heavy artillery. Well, I think Keita caught him with a short elbow coming in. McKnight tried to leave his feet for a big shot in the corner. And I'll tell you, Keita is like trying to catch smoke with your bare hand. This guy is fast, and he has made McKnight miss.
Have you ever seen my vape tricks? I can do that.
I bet you can. Blow those vape rings.
Yeah, catch it with my bare hand.
Look out here, looking for the tornado DDT.
He couldn't get him up though, TK.
McKnight, oh, look at that. That was a wrestling move.
Nice leg pick.
Right, circle this date on the calendar. Single leg pick by McKnight, and now Springboard was looking. Thought he was maybe going to look for that Skid Row stomp, but looked for a splash instead.
Win or loss, it's so much fun watching Rob McKnight fight here, but he eats a nasty, and this might do it.
Into the cover, could have knocked him out, but no. We've got to take a break. Man, this action's been fast, it's been furious, and it resumes right after this.
Driving down the road, and God forbid something happens to your engine or your transmission, now you got to figure out how to tow the car, where to tow it to, how much it's going to cost. Whereas you have a company like CarShield back you and you make a phone call and everything's taken care of.
So can you walk us through a little bit on like a car breakdown? What happens on the customer side and what you see?
Every day at our shop, there's people that just come in bawling their eyes out because their car's warranty just ran out and they got all these new expenses now that they have to pay for.
Some of the average costs on repairs, for instance, on a transmission would range anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000. Engines can go anywhere from $5,000 to $14,000, $15,000.
If you can get CarShield, do it. Don't even think twice. Give them a call, see what you could do to get on that program because it's going to give you peace of mind.
No other company protects drivers like CarShield. All you need to do is call CarShield now before your car breaks down.
CarShield can save you thousands. Just call before a breakdown happens. Call 800-764-5611.
Welcome back, everyone, to Championship Wrestling throughout the break. I'll tell you talk about the size discrepancy, not when you can get him down on the mat. And now McKnight, he's got the crowd behind him. He's got that adrenaline flowing hard and heavy. Can McKnight get back to his feet? Keita has not made it easy.
Gunk has earned their fair share of supporters. These people love Rob McKnight.
McKnight just utilized 2-on-1 wrist control. He is wrestling, Christian.
He's got a game plan, Daddy.
He's got a game plan. He is wrestling. 2-on-1 wrist control, but Keita presses again. Look at this Northern Lights suplex. Beautifully done. Didn't hold on with the bridge.
Yeah, that's right, but he goes in. Full mount cover.
Oh, what a disgusting cover. You're not going to beat him like that.
I like the confidence of the young man, Keita. Cover him how you want to, young man. Now dropping bombs, big right hands from the top.
Full mount. And, you know, you wouldn't think that Keita would win with physicality over McKnight, but he's the type of guy that would relish beating someone at their own game.
That's exactly right. Keita now taking maybe a little too much time here. Rob McKnight is dangerous, man. He can turn and flip on you in an instant.
But McKnight is used to tag team action. He's out there all by his lonesome. You get in trouble like he is right now, you don't have a Casanova Valentine waiting for the tag here.
Yeah, even cardiovascular, it's a completely different game when you can tag your partner in and out. And Rob's in there all by himself and just gets slammed down, man. Back of his head hit the canvas hard.
What you saw, Christian, as Keita goes for the pin and the win here, he had 2 hands full of hair.
He did.
So bending, breaking the rules. I guess he got a 5 count there. And Keita, though, the time of possession offensively has really been soundly on the side of Keita. What a return it's been for Keita. Got to be impressed.
It has, and clearly he has scouted McKnight. He knew exactly what he needed to do. Goes for the tornado, goes in, hits a nasty suplex. Keita looking jacked as ever.
And I believe he used to call that combination the Keita, the City, and won a many matches, but getting very overconfident and lackadaisical here. And I think he's playing with fire and flirting with disaster if he keeps that up. Already said that McKnight likely in a bad mood, but boy, having trouble even catching a breath right now is McKnight.
I've never seen Rob McKnight in a bad mood. I mean, he's legitimately one of the most jovial people in the locker room. Hell of a conversation. Kind of dude you want to have a beer with. And if I was in a bar fight, I'd want to be right next to McKnight. As you can see, right hand after right hand on the button. McKnight with the crowd behind him. Oh, Keita though. And Keita seems to have gotten an eye.
My goodness, he will take any shortcut he can, Will Keita, but that gives him the back, and now he's really got a neck crank on here, looking for the submission. And taking him with him here, he's got him as a backpack here, takes him all the way into the corner, and that will alleviate the pressure of the hold. Keita is keeping him close. It's like these two have Velcro. Fireman's carry. Oh, look at this little airplane spin action. Round and round they go. Keita hooking him. And oh my goodness, what's he going for here? Don't tell me a pile driver.
Oh, he hit it.
Oh, he spiked him. He spiked McKnight.
Filthy pile driver in the center of the ring.
Into the cover, looking for the win. Whoa! No, how close was that? Within an eyelash of beating someone who was just scheduled for a tag team title match. What a win that would be for Keita. That was 2 9/10 and then some.
I cannot believe Keita went so deep into his playbook that he busted out that pile driver. And how the hell did Rob McKnight kick out?
Pile drivers won a lot of matches in this program over the years. I think back to the likes of Scrap Iron Adam Pearce in many a title match, and that's the type of aspirations that Keita has, and he might be going back for seconds. Can't believe he spiked him with the pile driver. Credit to the toughness. Oh man, he can't afford to eat another one though. McKnight had on the magnetic boots. Got out of the way, but he is eating a litany of kicks.
I don't think Rob knows where he is right now. He hasn't been the same since that pile driver. But Rob, no, look at this counter! Pepper slam!
Caught him! No, now the other way! This match has been way more than we've bargained for, Christian.
Absolutely.
What a contest.
Somehow, though, fireman's carry from McKnight. And again, he goes to the hair, TK, again.
Boy, the official's going to have a judgment call here. He's got to disqualify this guy if it continues.
He's giving them the room to work here, man. We want to see a winner. And again, fireman's carry from McKnight.
Well, he's gone to the well many times. Turned them inside out. Gave him a little helicopter tour. He's going up top. Might be time for a little dumpster dive. There we go. McKnight wins.
Your winner, Rob McKnight.
Rob McKnight wins over a returning Keita, and I will tell you what, McKnight had to earn that one.
McKnight was in trouble on many occasions during that fight, but he was able to persevere and gets a big win, his first singles win in Hollywood. Rob McKnight, baby.
The prayers come true for the Saint of Skid Row. More action coming your way.
Fans, coming up in just a few weeks, we have a huge Heritage Championship match in which Maximillion will challenge this man for that Heritage Championship, EJ Sparks. Now, EJ, you miraculously were able to become the first person ever to knock Maximillion off of his feet. Would you say that right now momentum is on your side?
Jack, listen. The truth is, momentum has been on my side. So let me put you on game real quick. So we all like to talk about how Maximillion is undefeated, how no one's ever taken him off his feet, and blah, 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 blah. Well, truth is, since I've won this Heritage Championship, I'm undefeated too. I haven't been pinned. I haven't been submitted. Not a single person who has stepped in the ring with me has been able to put me down. So I've already proven that Maximillion is not unbeatable. And no matter what the circumstances, me and my boy Fidel Bravo handled business in that tag team match. So the answer is yes, I do got momentum going in, and I'm 10 times more excited and geeked up to have our one-on-one match for this Heritage Championship. So I can shut up him and his little stool pigeon, Jordan Castle.
Maximillion can be defeated. Maximillion can be beaten. Mike over here, DJ. You, my friend, are a bully. Plain and simple, you are a bully. You make it out to be I'm this great example for the kids. Oh, I'm this great person. I'm this great inspiration. And you spend all your time talking down to people, and you spend all your time making other people feel worse, and you spend all your time building yourself up. You are no champion, my friend. You are a chump. Keep your hands off me.
Raising your voice at.
And in a couple weeks' time, when Maximillion defeats you for that championship, he's going to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that it's not 2005 anymore. So it doesn't matter if you beat Davari. It doesn't matter if you beat Johnny TV. When Maximillion beats you for that championship...
Hands off.
Hey!
Who's off his feet now?
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BrooksNightGuard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to BrooksNightGuard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's BrooksNightGuard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Have you written a book but don't know how to get it published? We do. We take our authors through the publishing process from editing to distribution and sales. Christian Faith Publishing distributes all book genres, and we understand you have more than a book. It's unique, personal, and written with a higher purpose. Call the number on the screen or scan the QR code and we'll send you a free writer's guide packed with tips, tricks, and templates.
Call or scan for your free writer's guide, 888-440-3095. That's 888-440-3095.
Let's go, baby! Come on! Introducing first, at a combined weight of 415 pounds, the man with the aura, Joey Lancaster, and Radiant Jake Redondo.
Tag team action coming your way. Lancaster and Redondo make quite a team. Have stock on the rise. They just come up short in the win column, but looking to continue to put it all together.
And their opponents, representing the Avantourage, at a combined weight of 407 pounds, they are Desirable Damien Desire and the owner of Saturn's Ring, Bryce Saturn. They are Transcendence.
All right, well, hopefully they move that convertible. People can do their job around here and just do what they want, where they want, when they want. But Transcendence came very close on several occasions to winning the tag team titles when they were defended by the mighty Zaddies. Would look to climb back into competition here. Maybe they could be a thorn in the side of 5150.
Certainly that's what they plan to do. We'll see tonight. Lancaster, Redondo, tough opponents, and a fight breaking out before the bell sounds. We are not official, and there you hear it. We are now. But a brawl breaking out in this tag team contest. Referee's going to have to do some work here to get the action in order.
Well, always a daunting task for the officials when the Avantourage. Look at this little do-si-do by Redondo and Lancaster, and these guys have got great double teaming in their arsenal. Of course, the Avantourage were very instrumental in the recent victory of Evan Daniels in what a match it was with G-Sharp for the television title.
Yeah, we saw one of the great television championship matches in the company's history between G-Sharp and, of course, the literal star, Evan Daniels. Really a shame for Avantourage to insert themselves so many times in what was otherwise an incredible contest.
Yeah, had it been a pure one-on-one contest, I think we very well might have had a new world television title holder in G-Sharp. Look at these two go, the man with the aura there, Lancaster. A win here over a team like Transcendence is just what the doctor ordered for Redondo and Lancaster if they can get it. It immediately gives them credibility and clout in the tag team division because these guys were #1 contenders for quite a while.
That clothesline landing in deep into the chest and neck of Lancaster, and only a 2 count there from Bryce Saturn.
Really?
Of course, you got a literal star. You got Saturn, which orbits that beautiful star. And I don't know if you know this, but an unknown exoplanet known Damien Desire also.
What is an exoplanet?
It's in the Oort cloud.
All right, well, also, Bryce Saturn, the owner of the Saturn's rings, but I tell you what, they're not the owners of the tag team titles, but they certainly came close and took the fight to the Wolf Zaddies, the then champions, for quite a while. Look at this drop kick by Damien Desire, cutting off the ring, like the body positioning, and a close call there. So you see there how they cut off the ring. He keeps himself between Lancaster and the corner there with Redondo.
Damien Desire, Bryce Saturn have been working together for a long time. They've had a lot of success in the tag team division, and they know each other well. They are always having each other's back at the right moment. Some may criticize their tactics, but for me, it just speaks to their desire, no pun intended, to get the job done.
Well, I think that their stock rose in that rivalry with the Zaddies because just to prove that you can stand up in a physical contest with people, the force that the Zaddies are, really, their stock was really rising. And look at this, double teaming there, and the leg drop by Desire, the cover by Saturn, and they have really taken the wind out of the sails at this point of this young team.
Yeah, I like it. I like the tag team cohesion between Avantourage. I like their ability to stay on top, go for multiple pinning combinations. Haven't got the job done quite yet, but very close. And if you're looking at Redondo on the outside, we haven't seen him at all in this fight. I mean, they've done such a good job of isolating Lancaster. Another cover here from Saturn. And just with every kick out from Lancaster, it's going to take some of the air from his lungs, take some of the energy from his fight.
Yeah, the man with the aura is going to be the man with lots of hematomas if this continues. I mean, he is just getting taken out here by Transcendence. who have isolated the ring, and that's Tag Team Wrestling 101. Isolate a man, frequent tags, stay fresh, deliver the punishment, nullify any double teaming from your opponents, but Lancaster fighting with everything he's got, a little meeting of the minds, and inching, crawling to make the tag, but not so fast. Last second save there by Saturn. Hold on, maybe Inzagurino, swing and a miss.
Yeah, Lancaster's still about 8 or 10 feet away from the corner, from bringing in the fresher man, Jake Redondo, into this fight. Bryce Saturn throws a wild right hand but misses, and the tag is successful. In comes Redondo. Redondo with a house of fire and a deep clothesline. Redondo taking on 2 men, and Jake Redondo. Fundamental suplex, TK.
Exploder suplex. You talked about it moments ago that he had been relegated to the apron, but that just means he's fresh and capable of this. He is a one-man wrecking crew right now, and he is dimming the stars here of Transcendence. A little less glitter, and I love that slide through into that short German suplex.
Very impressive.
Something you see Shinsuke Nakamura do, and their big blockbuster by the Radiant One into the cover. Big win coming their way. No, not yet. Close one there. Redondo almost got the Duke.
The Radiant Jake Redondo coming in and showing out so far. We knew he was chomping at the bit to get in the action, but now Lancaster, who had a break, he's the legal man.
Boy, what are they thinking here? Sizing them up, measuring, but Desire pulls Redondo out from the outside. Opens the door for some double team offense here. Up kick. Seen that finish a lot of fights in an MMA cage. Look at this double team. Into the cover. Transcendence gets it done.
Your winners, Bryce Saturn and Damian Desire. Transcendence.
Transcendence came in double parked. But now they are going to find themselves accelerating and parking right back near the top of the tag team title hunt.
Yeah, that's right. Honestly, the fact is, Bryce Saturn, Damian Desire, they orbit a literal star, and the power and gravity of that star has taken them through the galaxy, through the Oort cloud, and into the universe of success.
Hello, everyone. This is David Marquez with the United Wrestling Network. And Ohio, are you ready? We're coming. The Lorraine Palace Theater on March 28th. Tickets are on sale right now. So everybody watching Rock and Sports Entertainment Network, we hope to see you there. Go to the website, check it out. You'll see stars from AEW and WWEID and New Japan Pro Wrestling and all your favorite stars of Championship Wrestling. So don't forget to be there. Tickets on sale now. Ringside seats on the stage. Be there.
Hey folks, I'm Chris Salcedo, your liberty-loving Latino, and if you're like me, you want to stay sharp, informed, stay connected. But if your hearing isn't what it used to be, it can feel like you're missing out on the conversation. That's why I'm excited to tell you about Nano Hearing Aids, the affordable, high-quality solution that's changing the way Americans hear the world around them. Nano Hearing Aids are sold direct and shipped straight to your home. Plus, the Nano Hearing Aids are a fraction of what you'd expect to pay for prescription hearing aids.
I didn't realize how much hearing I lost until I put the Nano Hearing Aids in.
Nanos aren't available in stores and supplies are limited. Call now to find the hearing aid perfect for you and your budget.
No prescription, no doctor, ordered online.
It's made a huge difference in my life, and I'm grateful for it.
Get back great hearing with Nano Hearing Aids. This special TV offer won't last long. Call now.
Call 800-644-1488. That's 800-644-1488. 800-644-1488.
It's going to happen. I'll make the announcement sometime soon. So hang on. Whoa, excuse me, champ. Why are you leaving during their tag match?
Leaving? Who said I was leaving? Do I look like I'm leaving?
Yes, actually.
I'm going to fuel up the jet so the Avantourage can have a smooth flight out of here.
Okay, well,
I'll be seeing you.
Before you go fuel up the jet, I wanted to let you know, not only is Fidel #1 contender, but I saw how you defeated Greg Sharp. He filed an official protest, and I have ruled in favor of his protest. So now we have 2 #1 contenders. So you, my friend, have a triple threat match coming your way.
Why do you do this? Why are you the way that you are? What is it against me? What do you have against me? Now I have 2 number 1 contenders?
Yeah.
Gregory Sharp and Fidel Bravo, who's not here again. Gregory Sharp, you really want to put... See, Gregory Sharp is the type of man who looks like he smells really bad. And his name should be Gregory Dull, because what is sharp about him? What? Tell me. From the way that he dresses, to the way he acts, to the way that he conducts himself. He doesn't belong in a ring with someone like me, a literal star. Why are you backing up? Why are you backing up? Yeah? Yeah. Greg?
Evan.
I take my jacket off first before we do this?
You sure can, pal.
Thank you.
Okay. Whoa. Guys, help, please. Guys, that's enough. Save it.
Get him off me. Get over here. Get the jet.
Get over here! Evan!
Main event time, and the Core Kid gonna bring all that metalcore energy and frenetic pace to the main event here with the United Wrestling Network World Title on the line. Championship Wrestling debut of Javi, and he debuts right in the spotlight with the title up for grabs.
Very excited to see Javi debut here in the United Wrestling Network. This is a man with a ton of charisma, global experience, a guy who is exactly the right fit to challenge for Jordan Cruz's United Wrestling Network World Championship, and a man who looks to put this company on his back in 2026. Javi here in Hollywood.
And here is the champion, Jordan Cruz, and he doesn't come alone, flanked by the Epic. His Epic insurance policy defeated the radioactive Poppy Danny Limelight, ending the longest World Championship reign in United Wrestling Network history. Puts the title on the line for the second time here. Bested Fidel Bravo. Bravo, great showing as the challenger in that matchup. But now, Cruz puts the title on the line against someone who's got a lot of big match experience.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Jordan Cruz bringing his insurance policy with him, as you saw just a moment ago, the Epic standing behind Cruz and supporting this championship run. Many have discussed the controversy behind the win and exactly how Cruz picked that title up and made history some months ago. But to me, the true story about Jordan Cruz is the recovery from a broken femur and going and having to start over from the bottom of the heap to becoming world champion. Jordan Cruz has proven all of his doubters wrong. And he is the United World Champion.
Javi recovered from 2 surgeries as well during his time at NXT and battled back, and he doesn't have to have a monster in his corner, so he feels safe.
Tomato, TK. We all got different strategies in this game we call life. Let's go to Jack Farmer.
The following contest is a singles match set for one fall. And it is for the United Wrestling Network World Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From Golden Gate, Florida, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Core Kid, and the champion. From Lafayette, Louisiana, weighing in at 219 pounds,
line when we return right after this.
You could be driving down the road and God forbid something happens to your engine or your transmission. Now you got to figure out how to tow the car, where to tow it to, how much it's going to cost. Whereas you have a company like CarShield back you and you make a phone call and everything's taken care of.
So can you walk us through a little bit on like a car breakdown? What happens on the customer side and what you see?
Every day at our shop, there's people that just come in bawling their eyes out because their car's warranty just ran out and they got all these new expenses now that they have to pay for.
Some of the average costs on repairs, for instance, on a transmission would range anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000. Engines can go anywhere from $5,000 to $14,000, $15,000.
If you can get CarShield, do it. Don't even think twice. Give them a call, see what you could do to get on that program because it's going to give you peace of mind.
No other company protects drivers like CarShield. All you need to do is call CarShield now before your car breaks down.
CarShield can save you thousands. Just call before a breakdown happens. Call 800-764-5611.
Still sounds, everyone. United Wrestling Network world title on the line. Always magic in the air in a big title match situation. And look at this, the champion rolling out early. Gonna get a little second thought of the game plan here out there with the Epic. Again, just trying to get under the skin and stall and make Javi the challenger wait.
You know, Todd, when Dave Marquez created this championship some 5+ years ago, it was his intention to have a world champion travel around the planet and defend this championship with integrity. And some may say, and some may criticize Jordan Cruz and the way that he has gone about his business since becoming champion. Whether it was with Baby Slim, jumping Sky, and jumping Danny Limelight, or whether it's with Epic, you have to question, does he even need the guy by his side?
He's a phenomenal athlete, and let's recall that Jordan Cruz is a former television champion, lifted up Papo Esco, drove him down with a tight driver as Javi goes for the cover to win that title. Heritage title holder as well. Now he's the world champion. So where is he lacking in the confidence department that he feels he needs this presence on the outside?
Let me ask you this. I mean, do you lack confidence as a driver when you're driving the roads, 405 North, going up there? No, but you have insurance, right? You keep a plan next to you. That's exactly what Jordan Cruz is doing, and I think it's brilliant. You know, having the muscle there by your side.
Well, it's one thing to have him by your side or have him in your corner. Every great fighter has a corner. It takes a camp. It takes a village. Hold on. Cover again. Getting out wrestled right now as the champion by the challenger, Javi. It's another thing when they get physically involved, the way Baby Slim did, laying out Danny Limelight at the time and pretty much serving him up on a platter to the now champion, Jordan Cruz. Yeah, that I have an issue with. And the champion that you mentioned, that this company envisioned, Limelight was that. He defended the title in Puerto Rico. He would go and wrestle at Booker T's Reality of Wrestling. He would go to Alaska. He was, the flag bearer of the United Wrestling Network. And it seems to me that Cruz only defends that title when it's convenient or when he's forced to.
He's the champ, babe. He's got all the power. He holds all the cards. And look at Javi now flying around. Javi, head scissors takedown on Jordan Cruz, and Javi floating over. He knows the value of becoming United Wrestling Network champion and what it can do for his career.
We talked about having limitless potential. It's time to live up to that potential as a world champion. He had, his time in NXT, and now he says it's time to fight, it's time to win. You talked about the injury of Jordan Cruz. For Javi, he had, a pretty extensive foot injury and had to undergo 2 surgeries that put him on the shelf. It's great to see him back in action with an opportunity to win a world title right here in the United Wrestling Network. 10 big shots there by the challenger. He's got the champ rocking and reeling right now.
He does. Metalcore kid over here, man. Defending the music scene that he came up in, looking to become a champion for all the kids in metalcore who look up to Javi, who see him.
All right, look at this right here. I love it. And you know, Javi is making the Irvine Improv into one big mosh pit here and making things uncomfortable, but you got to watch out when you're out there with Epic. That man casts a big shadow. So even though Javi doesn't shy away from a pit, I think he's got to get Cruz back in there. And again, that's the only way you can win the title. You got to pin the champ or force him to submit.
Yeah, this thing's kind of breaking down and turning into a fight on the outside here. Big miss there from Cruz, though. Forearm colliding with a steel post.
That post is going to win that battle every time. And looking like he might be going back for seconds here. Oh, look at this. Javi just stomping that hand. And I don't know if the champ's even going to be able to close his fist there.
Smart strategy by Javi to attack the dominant hand of the champion. And now he seems focused on doing damage to that right appendage. Javi going to send Cruz, who's been battered, back into the ring now. And Cruz smartly able to get out of there.
Well, for that no more sorrow, he's got to hoist you up if he's going to take you 12-6 down to that knee. And he might be taking a lot of the power out of the playbook of the champion. So
I think
and look at this. Here you go. Now you got the Epic getting involved on the outside. And that opens the door here for that dragon screw leg whip with the second rope in there, and that can tear some tendons.
You gotta respect the courage of Jordan Cruz to throw that leg whip with that right hand using the torque. I mean, it's done so much damage on the right hand and still going for it.
The challenger is laid out here outside the ring. He's in big time trouble. We'll be back with more of our main event right after this.
Did you know that Christian Faith Publishing works with authors just like you to turn manuscripts into published books? Hi, I'm Luke. Have you written a book but don't know how to get it published? We do. We take our authors through the publishing process from the infancy of editing to distribution and sales. We're looking to publish books with positive content in all genres. We understand that your labor is more than a book. It's unique, personal, and likely written with a higher purpose to spread the word. Interested in learning more? You can call the number on the screen today or scan the QR code, and we'll send you a free writer's guide packed with tips, tricks, and templates to help you finish that great American novel. Call now. Don't just believe me. Have you been reading these author reviews? Perhaps the smartest decision our authors make is to contact CFP. If you're ready with a manuscript and want your book reviewed, contact us today.
Call for your free writer's guide or scan the QR code now, 888-440-3095. That's 888-440-3095.
Welcome back, everyone. Javi trying to fight from underneath the challenger, but ever since the Epic got involved as the champion looks to put this thing on ice, it's been a different story. That dragon screw leg whip, and really feeling the effects is Javi, and he's such an agile competitor that is really going to limit his playbook at this point. He can't get some feeling back in that knee.
Yeah, Javi spending a lot of time in Florida in his professional wrestling career in recent years, and probably coming into Hollywood thinking, I'm the man. It's going to be an easy road to the world title, but then he runs into an absolute brick wall and a force like Jordan Cruz. And Javi now realizing he may have bit off more than he could chew.
The champion rearranging the face of the challenger, and I don't think Cruz would mind, quite frankly, if he got disqualified, because he'd walk out of here with the title. Just Machiavelli-like champion by any means necessary.
Sure. I mean, it just speaks to the genius and the high IQ of Jordan Cruz.
You mentioned it before. The United Wrestling Network World Champion is supposed to stand for something, be the flag bearer of this company, face the very best, do your best to defeat the best in putting that reign together.
Yeah, but it's also about being the best dressed, and it's also about being the most jacked, and it's also about being the best looking. And that is exactly what Jordan Cruz is and has been.
Javi, he says that he does it as the core kid. For the kids that were maybe a little bit different, they got bullied, they got underestimated because they were a little different, just because of the music they were into or their look.
Yeah, Jordan Cruz was the one doing the bullying.
Yeah, well, and that's why it's a fitting opponent. This is nothing new for Javi. This is the exact type of adversary that Javi looks to make a statement against. And if he does so here, it'll be a huge statement winning the title. Side Russian leg sweep though by the champ, who's been dominant and controlling, dictating the pace ever since. And man, that was a nasty shot. Just coming right down with that boot. And you know, fans at home, if you ever have your foot fall asleep, you're sitting there watching TV, your leg goes numb, and you try and get up and put weight on it, that's what Javi's going through right here, but a lot more painful. And it's going to be tough for him to get back and get a vertical base, and the official might want to take a good look at this. If it gets to where Javi cannot intelligently defend himself, the ref might think about calling it.
Yeah, Pat Hernandez, a veteran referee, certainly his discretion is trusted by the officials here in Hollywood. Taking a close look at Javi, making sure he's still in the fight here with Cruz, who is wrenching that right angle, and a big elbow drop there. Ton of damage from the champion on the leg of the challenger.
Because sometimes, you know, when you're a challenger, especially you got a title opportunity, you know, your heart's going to be bigger than your brain, and you don't want somebody to risk serious injury. But look at Javi go. He's getting a little feeling. He's defeating all those pins and needles that he's got to be feeling, but that is going to send lightning bolts of pain. DDTing the foot, all that pressure and pain and lightning-like bolts of pain go right up that entire appendage.
Yeah, that's exactly right, TK. And you can see the leg is definitely compromised from the challenger, Javi, who is looking to fight back, looking to muster up any type of offense, but Cruz going right back downstairs, taking out the leg once again.
Well, he is, in essence, the proverbial one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest right now, and that doesn't bode well for Javi, but look at that, goes upstairs with all he's got, floors the champ with the super kick. Can he capitalize? That's the question. Precious time is ticking away here.
Yeah, champ got dropped right there. That super kick hit right on the button, but Javi with almost nothing left to be able to capitalize on the turning momentum.
If he could have immediately, even advantageously fallen into a cover there, history might have been made. But a lot of time being allowed here to the champion to recuperate. Javi's got to get that adrenaline going. As Gorilla Monsoon said, adrenaline can do wonders. Javi's going to need all of it. And right now, the challenger is beating the champ to the punch.
Yeah, Jordan going for a single leg there, but unable to get the leverage. Javi fighting back, Irish whipping Javi. Javi looking good here, positioning himself to potentially become champion. And Javi
got that circle pit there, that boot suplex combination took him right. I was going to say he's whirling around like he's in a pit, hit him with the circle pit, and he has climbed his way. You can see trying to get, he's got a hitch in his giddy up there. He just doesn't have a full pace. He can't get the type of momentum he normally would.
That ankle lock is in deep, TK. Champion's in a good spot. Center of the ring, submission. Will Javi tap out?
The champ has put a lot of deposits in that pain bank throughout the match. Rolling through here, creating some distance. Champion with the big knee. My Last Serenade, is that gonna do it? No, Javi digs down deep, kicks out at 2.
Javi kicking out on pure instinct after eating a knee at full force. Somehow able to gather his wits and kick out. Javi's still in this fight.
Javi said, you know, I didn't have anybody go to bat for me. I went to bat for myself. Made it to NXT, makes it to this title match. He doesn't have an insurance policy. He's trying, you know, to be an inspiration for people to ascend and do great things. But you know, sometimes the odds are just insurmountable, and the champion has got the upper hand for the moment.
Well, this thing is not officially in the books yet. Javi still with the opportunity of a lifetime in front of him as now Epic up on the ring apron, giving Pat Hernandez his opinions on how this fight has gone. And the champion retrieving his title. And that 12-pound championship belt in the hands of the champion. And no, he missed it. Cruz going for...
And Javi here drives him down. Dead center of the ring. Dead. 2 rights. Here we go. New champ.
Oh, my God.
Epic.
What a shame. What an absolute shame. Epic ripping the official from the ring as he was heading down to 3 for the win and potentially a championship change, and now squaring off with the challenger.
You gotta believe history would have been made with that.
And this is a 2-on-1 fight here, TK. Javi outnumbered, but able to fight back.
He said nobody went to bat for him. He could use somebody right now. Look at this, though. Uh-oh. That was an epic DDT. Taking out the hustle and the muscle is the challenger. The crowd chanting for Javi. They want to see him do it. Man, what a gutsy effort here by the challenger.
Javi staring down the barrel of 2 men, not 1.
Takes flight, takes out the one that matters, takes out the champion.
Epic picks up that title. And, oh God! A violent clash between the championship and the cranium of the challenger.
The Epic absolutely waylaid the challenger with the United World title.
Pat Hernandez back in the ring. Does he have the wits to make the count?
No, not this way. You gotta be kidding me. No, please, no. Ah, the 3. Incredible.
Your winner and still United Wrestling Network World Champion, Jordan Cruz.
It's interesting you mentioned all the things that the United Wrestling Network champion is supposed to represent. Earlier on when you said that this title was brought into active duty in the United Wrestling Network, it started with a huge tournament on Primetime Live. This guy, Jordan Cruz, doesn't represent any of those things that you listed.
That's ironic because I see a guy who came back from a broken femur to climb his way to the top. An unapologetic champion who continues to impress the wrestling world. And the muscle behind him in Epic, who continues to intimidate this roster and lay waste to any challenger to Jordan Cruz's championship. And yet another controversial night and another controversial win for Cruz, who continues to make history in the United Network.
One of Javi's favorite bands is Avenged Sevenfold. Sadly, this became his effing nightmare and he got buried alive. But the odds were insurmountable in there against the champion and his monstrous insurance policy. We'll see you next time on Championship Wrestling.